Welcome back to Port 4 Adventures. Today is our first port of call, Juneau, Alaska.
We're so excited for today. We're about to take that tram right behind us up to the top of the mountain.
And once we're up there, we're going to check out the cultural exhibits and do a little hiking. It should be a lot of fun.
And we're going to top the night off with dinner at Tracy's Crab Shack. It's our first time in Juneau, Alaska. Come with us.
Good morning. We are just out on our balconies enjoying the misty gray morning while watching some whales swim by. Mostly you can see the water spouts that look like tiny poofs of white mist.
There are so many in this one area.
We are sailing into Juneau, which is our first port stop for this trip, and it should be a fun day. Oh, there's another one. Oh, this is so cool.
Oh my gosh, this one is so close to the ship. You can see it right there, just swimming along. That is the back or the hump of the whale coming out of the water.
There it is again. This is one of the coolest things, to be standing on your balcony and being able to see the wildlife like this.
I feel so lucky to get to experience this.
If we're really lucky, we'll get to see a whale tail. Oh my gosh, there's one right there, yes!
This is the most incredible sight. The whale is like dancing and slapping the water with its fins. Amazing. I never thought we'd be able to start our day like this. Only in Alaska.
Just sailing into port, we get to enjoy these breathtaking mountain views.
What a fun way to greet the NCL Bliss as they pass by.
Juneau is the state capital of Alaska and is located on the Inside Passage. They can get up to 5 different cruise ships stopping in every single day.
All right, y'all. Leave it to me to find the brewery. As soon as we got off the boat, on the ground, I said right there, the Alaskan Brewing Company. So I'm just picking up the menu here. It looks like all of these are their own creations, which I love to see. And I'm going to try about 5 or 7 of them. Some vodka, some gin drinks, some spirits. They got a little bit of everything here. Alaskan Brewing Public House. Here we go, beer delivered. I told you their entire menu is their own beers, which is a good sign that they know what they're doing, and it's a good sign that I'm going to get to try beers I've never had before, which makes a beer drinker very excited. I started with the Kolsch. It's usually a Kolsch or a Pilsner or a lager is where I start, and I can usually judge the rest of the beers based on how well they do their Kolsch or lagers, because they're more difficult than IPAs. Ooh, that's really good. So it's a good sign. Creamy. It's the difference between a lager and a Kolsch is the creaminess. It's not as dry as a Pilsner or lager. This is a fantastic beer. Glad to be here.
The Alaskan Brewing Public House is the perfect place to spend a little time while we wait for the line for the tram to die down.
We've got tickets to go up the Gold Belt, Mount Roberts Tramway. We will be traveling 1,800 feet to the very top. This is the most efficient way to get to see the panoramic views at the top, and they can move over 1,000 people an hour.
The ride is surprisingly smooth, and we can see the landscape changing beneath us as we ascend. The views are certainly well worth the ride.
Now we've made our way to the visitor center at the mountaintop. Here, we're surrounded by an array of Native American cultural items and artifacts. It's a fantastic opportunity to learn about the rich history and traditions of the Tlingit people who have called this region home for centuries.
The forest here is unlike anything we've seen before. It's so lush and green, with moss-covered trees towering above us. There's a nature center that has some cool displays of a bald eagle's nest, which is gigantic.
And a place to measure your wingspan. It says Pepper is about the same wingspan as a Canadian goose, eh?
We've decided to take a hike along the short loop trail. It's less than a mile and promises several great viewpoints. It's not a long hike, but there is some climbing, but not a ton. However, with the muddy ground, it can be a little challenging, but there are places to stop and rest along the way if needed.
The views are unbelievable. Check out this waterfall. It's amazing.
So the trail at the top of the Gold Belt Tramway is not, I wouldn't call it easy. It's classified as a moderate trail. There is a lot of elevation. You're up high, and if you're like us, where we live basically at sea level, the air is pretty thin, but it was absolutely spectacular. We're getting to see things that we never would have gotten to see if we hadn't taken this hike. So I'm so glad that we did.
And the vistas make a perfect backdrop for unforgettable photos.
And now it's another quick 6-minute ride back down the mountain where we are going to check out Juneau and get some dinner.
We are so excited to be here at Tracy's King Crab Shack. You may recognize this place from the show The Deadliest Catch. They are known for serving the best crab legs in town, and we all love crab legs.
We got both king crab legs and the snow crab legs. The snow crab legs were definitely the better of the two. We also got the creamy crab bisque with our crab legs, crab cakes, dinner rolls, and drawn butter as part of our meal. It's definitely worth the splurge.
Well, that's a wrap for today in Juneau.
We had so much fun here today. One of the highlights, definitely the gondola ride up to the top of the mountain. They had some hiking trails up there, which we took advantage of, and some crazy views.
But nothing beats Tracy's King Crab Shack behind us. You have to have that when you're here. It was amazing.
And tomorrow we're going to be coming to you from Skagway, and we're going to be taking the White Pass Railroad. So excited for this. Come with us. We'll see you then.
And don't miss next time on Encore Adventures, where we spend the day in Skagway, Alaska. Join us on a truly epic journey on the White Pass Railroad VIP car as we travel to the Yukon along the same path as the gold rush from the late 1800s.